How these farmers transformed the Sahara Desert. Farmers in the Sahel region of Africa have been regenerating the Sahara Desert using a method known as Farmer Managed Natural Regeneration, FMNR. By planting trees and shrubs and preserving the current vegetation, FMNR is an easy and sustainable method of restoring degraded land. The Sahara Desert, with a total of 9.2 million square kilometers, the Sahara Desert is the world's largest consuming desert. It spans from the Atlantic Ocean to the Red Sea and is situated in North Africa. There is little rainfall in the vast, dry Sahara, with typical temperatures ranging from 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. The climate is hot and dry. Camels, snakes, scorpions, and lizards are just a few of the many species of flora and animals that may be found in the Sahara. Numerous nomadic tribes have settled in the desert and have adapted to its harsh environment. Visitors are drawn to the Sahara by its breathtaking beauty, unusual animals, and extensive history. The oasis village of Timbuktu, the dunes of Erg Chebi, and the historic city of Leptis Magna are a few of the most well-liked tourist spots in the Sahara. In the Sahara, the average temperature varies from 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. The two hottest months are July and August, when highs over 50 degrees Celsius are common. The two coldest months of the year are December and January, when lows of 0 degrees Celsius are common. There is hardly any rain in the Sahara, less than 10 centimeters of rainfall on average each year in the Sahara. The driest part of the Sahara is the Libyan Desert, which receives less than 2 centimeters of rainfall per year. Camels are the most important animal in the Sahara. They are used for transportation, food, and water. Snakes, scorpions, and lizards are common predators in the Sahara. They prey on small mammals, birds, and reptiles. The Sahara has been inhabited by humans for thousands of years. The first humans to live in the Sahara were hunter-gatherers. They lived off the land, hunting animals and gathering plants. In between, like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Transforming the Sahara Desert. Between the Sahara to the north and the band of humid savannas to the south, the Sahel serves as a transitional region. Land management, excessive grazing, and droughts in the semi-arid Sahel region continue to pose a threat to the development of the Sahara Desert. It is quickly turning into a total wasteland. Numerous other issues, including hunger, poverty, unemployment, forced migration, violence, and a higher likelihood of extreme weather events, are caused by this loss of land. However, the African Sahara nation of Niger has made some incredible agricultural advancements, converting vast areas suffering from desertification into farms. In Niger, 5 million hectares of land with over 200 million trees have been restored, with 2.5 million people benefiting from the improved use of land. This transformation can be called a major accomplishment for any country, especially when a country only receives an average of 6.5 inches of rain for a year. The Niger River gave its name to the landlocked nation of Niger, which is a republic and is located in West Africa. Saharan Desert covers more than 80% of its surface area. The Sahel region frequently has poor soil, variable rainfall, and protracted droughts, making it difficult for people to grow crops there. Due to drought, farmers suffered severe tree losses in the 1970s and 1980s because there were few trees left on the fields, human pressure, and the growth of farmland. Farmers frequently saw wind erosion ruin their newly planted crops. For this reason, Africa currently loses 4 million hectares of forest annually, yet has more than 700 million hectares of degraded land viable for restoration by bringing degraded land back to life. Farmers do not have to clear additional forest land to turn it into cropland for Africa's rising population and growing food demands. Restoring degraded land to productive, good health is a huge opportunity for Africa. It brings big social and economic benefits to rural farming communities. It helps combat climate change and brings technology to enhance traditional knowledge. One of the main regenerative initiatives, which is restoring 5 million hectares of land in Niger, is Farm Managed Natural Regeneration, known as FMNR. By boosting food and timber production, as well as climatic resistance, FMNR is a low-cost land restoration approach used to fight poverty and hunger among poor farmers. In the difficult growing conditions of Africa's Sahara, FMNR boosts the production and toughness of crop fields and pasture grounds. It is a technology that has emerged as one of the most revolutionary of all. Tony Ronaldo, an Australian agronomist, renowned as the forest maker, invented it in Niger in 1983. He has spent many years working and living in African nations, and he has developed and implemented a solution to the severe deforestation and desertification of the Sahara region. FMNR is a form of coppicing and pollarding, drawing on traditional practices and sensitive to local variations. By choosing the right plants and pruning management practices, farmers can regenerate and protect existing local vegetation, which has helped to improve the livelihoods of millions. Sustainable forestry practices can rebuild damaged lands, foster resilience, and aid in societal and individual adaptation to climate change. Forest preservation and improvement are also crucial components of the fight against climate change. About 2 billion tons of carbon dioxide per year can be absorbed by forests, compared to tree planting programs which are notoriously ineffective. FMNR is a big success. In Niger, only around 10 saplings survive the heat and dust storms, and those that do are either devoured by goats or cut down for firewood by humans. Tony Ronaldo's discovery that the savanna's countless little plants were tree stumps that were regrowing led to his success. All that was required for the new stump sprouts to develop into trees was management, pruning, and care. At this time, Tony Ronaldo created the idea of FMNR, or Farmer Managed Natural Regeneration, a small number of easy steps that farmers can take to regreen their land. Farmers first survey the area to determine which local species should be allowed to regrow. The remainder of the stems are removed and used as mulch, fodder, or other similar purposes, while the farmers choose the few that they want to grow. The chosen stems are then cut back to the trunk's midpoint. Finally, the farmer safeguards and marks the newly sprouting trees. The process is represented every 2 to 6 months. Farmer Managed Natural Regeneration became an enormous success in Niger because of its simplicity, local adaptability, low cost, about 20 USD per hectare, easy combination with agricultural methods, and quick results. The methods spread through peer-to-peer learning among farmers with limited need for outside intervention. In Niger, 5 million hectares of land with over 200 million trees have been restored. This way, with 2.5 million people benefiting from the improved use of land, and at least 25 countries, mainly in Africa, are already using this method. Why is FMNR so significant? It is the utilization of these all-natural methods to address agricultural problems, rather than favor quicker fixes that rely on hazardous chemicals. More destruction is caused by a tactic Tony Ronaldo mastered at a young age. Growing up in the agricultural Ovens Valley in northern Victoria, Tony was concerned about the farming methods used there that were harmful to the environment. At the time, they were spraying the crops using aeroplanes. According to Tony Ronaldo, the chemicals would kill the fish in the stream and clean out the native flora, which he loved to make way for monocultures of pine trees. It's this unique experience that enabled Tony to search for natural solutions when attempting to regreen the desert, which creates long-term food security, abundance, and well for the local people. Instead of reaching for short-term quick rewards with chemical pesticide use that ultimately causes more destruction in the long run, in recent years, the UN, EU, and the charity Oxfam have all been financially supporting the practice of FMNR in Niger. In July 2020, Niger became one of the first countries globally to adopt a presidential decree regulating and promoting the practice of FMNR. This increases the adoption of FMNR by farmers and pastoralists. The FMNR results have been astonishing. Since the 1980s, the amount of arable land has nearly doubled. improving food security and nutrition for millions of people, and raising household incomes by 18 to 24% on average. Over 5 million hectares of land, environmental degradation, and desertification have also been stopped. Since it peaked in the 1980s, tree density has increased by 10 times. A total of 200 million trees have sprouted, producing more than $260 million worth of goods. It's hardly surprising that this groundbreaking yet straightforward method is gaining popularity across Africa and affecting both the local population and the environment for the better. That's all for today. We hope you liked the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And, as always, all links are to be found in the description of this video.